What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be going over my cousin's 2016 Camaro SS Supercharged. Alright guys, so we'll start with the exterior of the car and then we'll move into the engine bay. I'll do a little walk around, and I'm sure you clicked on this video to look at the car and not my face, so I'll get behind the camera and start explaining all the pieces. Alright, so from the previous video, I'll leave a link in the top corner here so you can click on that and watch the previous video of what was done to this Camaro, but the carbon fiber hood was already on it. What he added were the fenders, the door, and the trunk. Those are all carbon fiber from Anderson Composites. And now everything was pretty simple to put on. The only issue was really the doors. There was a lot of customization that they had to do to make it really fit nice and flush. Everything else turned out pretty well, as you can see the fitment here. Looks like there might be a little gap right there, but everything else turned out well. So if you guys want to look into getting these, he recommends this product. Just as far as the doors, that's the only issue you might run into when trying to do it. He said if he did it again, he wouldn't do the doors just because of how much of a pain they were to put on. Now for the wheels, these are the daily wheels. He still has the old wheels on it from the previous video. These tires are just better for the rain and daily driving, so that's why he went with these. So these are Vossen wheels, I think that's how you pronounce it. Here's a little V-O-S-S-E-N, and they're on Nito tires. What are these? The NT555. Here's a little shot of the trunk. As you can see, there's a little duck bill on there. Here's a fitment. Next we'll move on to the engine bay. We'll go ahead and pop the hood and explain everything that has been upgraded on there. So I'm gonna go over some of the changes that were done from the previous setup, which was in the previous video. One of the major changes is the blower. So the new blower is a F1A 94 with the 10 rib pulley setup. So one of the major causes for all these upgrades is a mechanical failure that happened, which he dropped the valve, ended up damaging a bunch of components inside of the motor. So while he was upgrading and fixing all those parts, went ahead, added a few more things. So some of the things that were damaged were the block, one piston, two of the rods, and one side of the heads. So he ended up just getting both heads replaced. So while the motor was apart, they took advantage and upgraded the valves and other components that the shop felt was necessary for the new power that this was about to be making. So now moving on to the fun part, decided to get a little more power out of it while the engine was apart. So he upgraded from a Subispeed NA cam to a Brian Tooley blower cam. He also upgraded his high side fuel pump and some bigger injectors. So as far as the upgrades, that's it. Now some of the future things that are going to be happening are the intercooler needs to be upgraded to a bigger intercooler running dual blow-off valves. That's going to be going in the shop tomorrow, and then followed by a tune shortly after. Also, it's going to be getting wrapped. Let's see if you guys could guess what color it's going to be wrapped. Also, We're not gonna know the numbers till after it's tuned, but what do you guys think it's gonna make? Leave them in the comments down below. I would guess 1,000, maybe more with this setup. So all you experts, leave those comments down below. See if you could guess it right. So with the old wheels, you couldn't really admire the brakes, but here are some brakes by Carlisle by Willwood. So now these came out before the front setup, so he was already running these. These were for some 15-inch wheels, the racing wheels, and it saved a little bit of weight, which is good, but now let's move to the front. These brakes up front by Aerospace Components saved them about 25 pounds on each side. So huge savings just for a little brake package upgrade. They now sell the rear brakes, but he had purchased those before they came out with them, which is why he's running 2 different setups. Maybe in the future he'll get those because they save more weight, and who knows, maybe Aerospace will sponsor those. Also, any sponsors out there that want to feature any future videos, hit us up on Instagram. I'll leave the link in the description down below. If you want to reach out, have any parts on this, we'll be happy to make some videos. So since they have to take the front bumper off to change the intercooler, he's gonna take advantage of that moment and also upgrade the front bumper. This is pretty much gonna be a completely different car. He could rebuild a whole new Camaro with all the leftover parts he has. That's insane. Now the list of upgrades keep on getting longer, but this thing was down for 8 months. Another thing that was upgraded were the coilovers. There's some BC Racing coilovers that are giving it this aggressive look and some better traction. Alright guys, so we're gonna have a bunch more videos coming out of the Camaro, so if you want to see those future videos, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Thanks. Looks like he went. This is the F1 A9.